on top.
Are they?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't argue with me. I did the research. I put in the time.
That's a good question.
I've been working on this since 3 this afternoon, kind of. So how dare you? How dare you? Hey, thanks so much for tuning in tonight. It's Wednesday, so you know what that means. It means Honey Heist.
Every Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Every Wednesday, Honey Heist, as we always do here. New Honey Heist every week. Really running out of ideas at this point. This one's called Honey Heist. This time it's Bearsonal.
God.
Patrick's mad at me.
I already hate it.
Not mad, he's just disappointed.
I'm not disappointed. I just hate Michael.
Fine, you sour puss. Hey,
I'll show you sourpuss.
I would prefer you didn't. So what we're gonna play is Honey Heist. For those unaware, Honey Heist is a weird one-shot put together by somebody by the name of Grant Howitt, who does a lot of this little type one-off simple RPG stuff. If you're ever interested in playing a Honey Heist, oh my fucking god, one day you will not change randomly, you piece of shit. If you're ever... I just changed it! Are you fucking kidding me? OBS, I hate you. I actively hate you. I actively fucking hate you. There it is. If you're ever interested in playing, he's got technically a free Patreon, but, you know, he takes all sorts of tips. So throw some money his way. Get a one-sheet RPG and have yourself a good time. There's a bunch of good ones. There's years worth of good ones on there. But we're playing Honey Heist, a game with very simple rules. So first you do is character creation, which we did before we started. You roll for descriptor, bear type, role, and hats if you want to. We did roll for hats, but then Laura just decided she was going to pick whatever hat she felt like. And technically there's nothing I can do about that.
I like how it shrinks and expands when she moves her head too.
Yeah, it gets wonky when she turns sideways. It all falls apart when she turns away from the camera. So what we've got is, we'll start at the top. Patrick, hey, what are you?
I am a retired polar bear who happens to be a hacker, and because he's retired, he wears the old man flat cap.
Yeah. And what's your name?
Oh, I haven't come up with a name yet. I need to do that.
Okay, we'll come back to you. Morgan.
It's going to be George. That's my grandpa's name. I figure since he's retired, he's old. His name is George.
George. There's no bear pun here?
No
Just George?
bear pun.
Okay. The first time in Honey Heist history. Morgan.
Yes, I am Vlad, the slick honey badger muscle.
Where do you think honey badgers are from, bud?
This one is from Russia.
Okay, fair enough.
Don't be racist.
Yeah, that's not really.
Be a honey badger, right?
Phil.
Well, I'm just a simple bear from a simpler time. Sonny Berger, the incompetent sun bear face. I wear a cowboy hat. My namesake is named after Sonny Barger, who I have discovered was an author who wrote about his experience being one of the founders of the Hells Angels.
If you have to explain the pun, it's not a good pun.
The pun is in the Sonny Bear, Sun Bear.
And Laura. Thank you for all that. Laura.
My name is Claude Dedois.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Claude Dedois.
Okay. I'm not
I
gonna
am
get
a
that right.
Bless
rookie
you.
panda thief.
Okay. And you're
I am a rookie panda thief.
rookie panda thief.
Wearing a beret and speaking in a French accent. for
I
the
picked a
entire
cute panda
game.
for you though.
I hate pandas.
Yes, that bear is that bear French? Yes, raised in domestication.
The panda kind of looks like a zombie panda.
No. Colon de doigts in French means sticky fingers.
Oh, gross.
I'm the thief.
Hey baby, you want to see my wee wee? Colon de Loire.
Even
Is that
even
even
I
YouTube
find that
make-
offensive.
All right. That'll lead us at the beginning. So, Cologne,
What?
you were tasked with putting together a team of the best by your boss. I forgot his name. Hold up. Oh, I should explain the rules first. Shit. Okay.
I changed my name. It's Bernard.
Bernard. All right, Bernard. I need to write all that down. None of the rest of this matters. I need to write all that down. Bernard. Bernard. Cologne. Sonny. And what was yours, Honey Badger?
Vlad.
Vlad.
It's the first Russian name I thought of.
How many D's are in Vlad?
One, I think.
Okay. No, generally it's two. D's nuts. So how the game is
Ayo.
played is everybody starts with two stats, bear and criminal, and they both start at 3. The max is 6 you can ever have, and the minimum is 1. Well, 0 technically. How you change your stats will change throughout the course of the game, depending on rolls. They change based on frustration when something fails and you run into difficulty. So basically, if you fail a roll or something like that, you move 1 point from criminal into bear. And then greed. When a plan goes well, you move 1 point from bear into criminal. Now, you can voluntarily move 1 point from bear to criminal by doing a flashback scene in which you and the other bears plan out the heist over coffee and cigarettes in the back room of a CD bar. In this particular case, we're going to flash back to how Cologne recruited all of you. The flashback scenes to that. I think that would be rather good. You can also voluntarily move 1 point from criminal into bear by eating a honey. At any point, you may eat honey to move a point from criminal into bear. You want to put it on the other side, Patrick? Unless you want me to move the...
Oh, because the bear's over there.
Yeah, the bear's over there. Do you want me to move it?
No?
Okay.
That looks like a pretty good spot.
I gave you ice bear, which is best bear, by the way. Only Phil will appreciate that. And that's how the game is played. I've got a little story to tell. You guys play along. If at any point your criminal stat reaches 6, you are lured into a life of crime and betray the party. Generally, including police showing up and you getting caught and everything getting ruined. If your bear stat ever reaches 6, you flip out bear and lose it. Presumably picked up animal control in half an hour or so. So you just go full bear and you maul somebody and then you run off and steal a picnic basket. Like it's a problem. So you never want to get to 6 on either one of them. Okay?
Oh.
Duh. Now, in order to do actions throughout the course of the game, you're going to roll a d6. Whatever relevant stat you're doing, if it's bear related or criminal related, what you're going to do is roll the d6 and try to get the stat under the level you're at or under the level you're on. So if you're at the beginning, if you roll a 3 or lower, you succeed. That is why it's important to balance these stats, because sometimes you want it to be easier to land criminal things, sometimes you want it to be easier to land bear things, so on and so forth. But if it gets too easy at any point, you could go full criminal and get in trouble, or full bear and get in trouble. Okay. That leads us to the beginning. We'll get rid of this. Cologne.
We do get like a special ability, right? Based off of what kind of bear we are.
Yes. So polar bears can swim. You have the ability to swim, Bernard. Oh, he's dead. Which really messes with the zoom.
Oh, Phil.
All of the bears are in different wrong locations now. It's okay. We'll figure. Oh no, Patrick, you fucked us. Patrick, you fucked us.
Why did I do that? Just like
You just left and you came back and it fucked it. It fucked me, man. You fucked everything I did.
so that's a Zoom thing that just screwed you?
No, it's you thing that just screwed me.
Well, all I did was stop the video. It shouldn't have changed anything on your side on OBS.
Well, but it did, and you should have known
We're
that.
gonna have to systematically stop video until it puts everybody in the right spots again.
Nope. I'm doing it now. I'm doing it.
Oh, that's what happened. It switched the order of people.
Yes.
Okay, I see.
Flat cap. Need to put the flat cap
You
on
just
Ice Bear's
all
head.
choose your own hats in the Zoom filter.
There's only 2 hats.
There are several hats in the Zoom filter, but they are not the ones that you need.
Son of a bitch. OBS, I will fucking end you.
Here, watch what happens when I stop video again.
I will beat you.
They'll probably keep you in the same spot.
Okay.
Now, if I stop video,
Just have to do that instead when I'm
Put the
going
trilby
away.
on that guy. Honey badger goes up there. Okay, I think we're all good. I think I fixed it. Yeah, it's a fucking train. It's not gonna get any better, orcs. Okay, so Cologne, you have put this ragtag group of people together by your boss. Fuck, I forgot to look it up again. Shit, Baguette. Who gives a shit? He is a French brown bear. And he is the owner and operator of the Bear's Den bar in Paris. He's got a big score. You don't know very much about it, but you know the crack team to do the job. You collect these this ragtag assortment at the airport. Go ahead.
Welcome to Paris, gentlemen. I am holding a sign that says all of your names on it.
Shit, we're in Paris.
I like
Hell of
berries.
a long term. I gotta lay out the peyote.
I gotta change all of the names.
where is my bag?
Your bags will be at Terminal Cat.
Terminal cat.
Oui. Not Terminal 5, but called Terminal Cat. On the
Okay.
top cat.
You saying terminal cat?
I do not understand. Is the cat dying?
You all get in a
You should save
car.
the cat.
You all get in a car. I don't know what it is. It's late at night. Cologne, you're taking them to the Bear's Den to meet with Baguette.
Little cramped in here.
I will ride on roof.
I figure one of you can ride up here with me, and the other ride in the back, and then the little one already said he wants to ride on the wolf.
All right. We'll go ahead and have Vlad roll muscle to hang on to the top of the car as as they drive.
Sorry, is that a...
That's criminal because that's your job.
Okay. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, right? Because they're both.
You know, it
three.
could be bear or muscle here.
They're both 3 right now. So I got a 2, which.
There you go. You
roll
succeed.
higher.
Congratulations.
Oh, lower. Okay.
You have to roll lower. And only if you fail does the stat change. Okay? Heading to the street. There's been no talk from Cologne has not told you who you're working for, what you're doing, or how much you're getting paid.
I know nothing about what this is or what this job is. I don't know if we're getting paid or how much we're getting paid. But he makes really good honey wine, and so I say yes.
Did anybody else understand a word of that?
Saw here from outside.
You big guy back there, you catch any of that?
I heard honey wine.
I heard honey. And there best be some, and I'll know if there won't, because I can smell honey from a mile away.
That's what
Old reliable here never let me down.
I don't care so much for the honey. The honey wine is delicious, gets me a little bit tipsy. But I prefer the bamboo.
Fucking vegans, I'll never understand it.
Pulling up to the club, it is a Friday night, and this place is always jumping. You're not quite sure why, but since the opening of the Bear's Den, it's done very well on the male human spectrum. They show up, they love the place. Perhaps it's the sweet drinks or the great music, but they absolutely love the Bear's Den. The picture on the front, on the background.
For some reason, this place really attracts the white gay men. I don't know why.
Bears and cats and bears and cats and bears and cats and bears and cats.
It's
Who brought their fucking dog to the gay club?
It's not
Anyone else see that?
It's not a dog. It's a little person in a furry costume. Don't be a dick. I hurt Phil with that one, I think. Is it weird that Phil looks like half the people in that line?
No.
Such a resemblance.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Patrick looks like the other half.
I'm tough.
All right. Knowing that full well that there's no way in through the front, Cologne, you park in towards the rear entrance of the Bears Club, of the Bears Den.
I feel like this rear entrance sees a lot of use.
It is the most popular entrance, yes.
For the
You will
Bears.
notice how well oiled we keep the floors here.
Yes, I did notice that. It's a little disgusting.
We just help with the sound. We need to come in and out quietly.
Fuck all this shit. Where can I get a beer? And definitely not this one. I need a new one.
I mean, meat baguette.
Hello,
Patrick,
baguette.
your
Now, what's
roller's
the job?
hidden behind the bear.
Cologne takes you to a room on the second floor of this building, up a small set of stairs. While there's many humans towards the front, there are bears like yourself towards the back of the building. heading up, there's a little bear lounge with many sorts of honey related. There's honey wine, honey mead, honey whiskey. Quite the bar selection.
Oh, God. I'd like to get me some of that honey whiskey. Like to try me some of that cocaine, too.
Just because it's a gay club in Paris doesn't mean that there's cocaine there. I mean, there's probably cocaine there, but it doesn't mean necessarily that there's cocaine there. By the way, if you're in Paris, the Bear's Den does exist. I Googled the Bear's Den gay club, and this popped up. It's in Paris.
It's in English?
Huh?
It's in English?
I guess.
Alright.
I feel like this is specifically for orcs. Not that I think you're gay. I just think you'd do it. I just think you'd go there.
You just walk by and be like, God damn, it does exist. Huh. All right.
Go in, take pictures, have a great time.
Have some coke.
Yeah. It does look like a cool bar. All the pictures I looked at, it looks like a cool bar. You walk into an office area behind a set of a couple of different sets of doors with a large also polar bear out front. Clearly works out. Definitely hitting the roids. Inside the room, a French brown bear waits. He's got a simple cigarette and a platter of honeycomb in front of him. Hello, Cologne.
Baguette.
I see you have brought our team.
Oui?
Please, sit, gentlemen. He shows you to the chairs around the table. Do you sit?
I will stand by the wall with my arms crossed.
Fucker over here stealing my bet. Whatever, I'll sit down.
He's just copying the picture I put up.
Yeah, I don't want to be rude, so I think maybe I should sit down.
Very good. Please, gentlemen, take place in the honeycomb. Cologne, I have some bamboo off to the side. It's crazy how pandas and goblins eat the same.
Well, don't mind if I don't.
The job I have for you is, how you say, dangerous. There is a factory in what you would call your Pennsylvania. We need to take over. With the fall of the North American Bears organizations, the Europeans would like to move in.
You brought me from the highlands of Tennessee, the Smoky Mountains, all the way to France to tell me to go back to America to knock off factory.
Yes. And I do that because fuck you, American.
Oh, very funny.
Getting a little too fancy for my taste, but damn if this isn't good honey.
Also, we are French. We cannot be bothered to come to you.
This is the location. He shows you the picture of an undisclosed white factory. Large, incredibly large buildings all surrounding. Looks like a fortified. There's fences, some of them at least 6 feet tall. Cameras. 1 security office. It might as well be Fort Knox.
Very
Inside,
fortified.
we do not know what they do. But we believe they are converting honey to human food in some way. Honey goes in, human kibble comes out. We need to take charge of the building. If we can
That's
control,
fucked up shit right there.
if we can control the human food, then we can control the honey trade. I cannot promise you will not live. Die. I cannot promise you that you will not die. But I can promise you if you live, any honey within that building that day is yours to keep. And we have seen truckloads go in.
Shit, with that kind of sweet cashish, I could buy off every Smoky out in California and finally go back. I ain't scared of shit, I'm in.
Russian bear mob has asked me to help you in any way necessary. Of course I am in.
And I'm just along for the ride.
Point of order. For those of us who ate the honey, do we need to do the movement of points, or is this just kind of a pre-thing?
Yes. If you did eat honey, you need to move points from criminal into bear. Thank you for bringing that up. He slides some plane tickets, first class, across the table. You will be traveling with Barnum and Bailey Circus. Top notch. I want you to eat them on the way.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Upon arriving, go straight there. There is one thing to note, though. The specs I give you on the building are dated. Most recent intel from this morning says there is a new owner, and that security has improved.
Sure, whatever.
Fly out
Anything
tonight.
else?
No, fly out tonight. Do not waste. Fly, my bear friends. Fly!
We were not equipped to do that, just by nature.
Okay, drive to the airport. Cologne will drive you. And then when you get there, it's based on this, it's I think Terminal 6 Cat.
Is it Dead Cat? Do we go to Dead Cat again?
6 Cat. Fly out.
Oh, right, the plane. I was passed the fuck out when we were on our way.
It's the boarding is 11, but you should be there 2 hours early. Okay, please go.
I escort them to my car.
Oh god, I forgot about the oil. Ugh. Gross.
As we begin driving away, I say, gentlemen, we need to be extra careful on this heist. I do not trust Baguette. I do not believe he is actually French. He spoke many words that I think were supposed to be French, but they were not. Sick cat makes no sense. It's not a word. I believe it could be a setup.
Reminds me of the kind of baguettes that worked for a guy, Jimmy, I knew, who liked to... he didn't hunt for food, he hunted for sport. He hunted things that were near long dead.
Don't know what that reference is. All right.
What the hell are you talking about?
We cut to
Let me just say that Baguette is the kind of bear who would order champagne. Call it champagne, but it is not actually from the Champagne region of France. But you would still say it is champagne.
It uses champagne grapes. It counts.
Well, fuck it. I know we're walking into a trap, but if it's any kind of haul, like he said, can't afford to pass it up. I ain't got much time left.
All right. Cut to picture of a globe. You guys are following a dotted line in an airplane across the ocean. You land in...
Do we maul them yet? Or do we wait till we land?
In midair, do you choose to maul the owners of the Barnum and Bailey Circus?
I'm asking Clove what we should do.
Okay.
I believe it is. We were not given any. What is the words? You put the backpack and then you jump out of a plane and
I start prepping the lifeboat.
we don't have any of those, so we should wait until we land.
Well, the hacker. You know how to hack into parts of a plane. Would you be able to hack into where the lifeboat and parachutes are?
Well, I could definitely try.
Roll criminal.
I am rolling criminal. 6.
You do not do well.
I don't.
The keypad is very small numbers, and every time you go to push it, it's just you're pushing like 9 of them. You're just mashing the hell out of it, and
Doesn't seem to be working yet.
you also need to take 1 out of criminal.
That's what I'm getting to.
Okay. So many
You're supposed to
pinkies.
be good at this shit, and I want to kill those guys.
I feel like we should do a toast.
Morgan just put like 63 pinkies in chat.
Holy shit, Morgan. What a bad day.
I mean, is this charging to my debit account or anything? I mean, does it matter how many?
Oh yeah, if you overdraw on drink tokens, by the way, we straight up just show up to your house and break your knees. So
Oh, cool.
Actually, every time you do a drink token, that's $5 to Drink Industries on Twitch.
Cool.
If only that were true.
Yeah.
To bears. Specifically us bears.
what about the gay men?
I mean, good for them. Are they relevant to the story anymore?
No.
Okay. Who the hell am I talking to?
All right. So you don't maul people?
Until we land.
Okay.
I am convinced to wait till we land.
You land in
The jet lag.
Pittsburgh. It's a simple hour and a half drive to an oddly remote factory in the middle of Pennsylvanian forest.
I do not understand this.
You park and get a room at the conveniently placed Motel 6 across the street.
Maul them before we get off the plane.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll get our
I
bags.
understand.
Roll bear. Anybody who would like to maul as you're getting your bags.
Do I roll with advantage to maul, or how's that work?
Yes, it's inside of your... Oh, that's how that's supposed to work. That's how we did it last time. If it's inside your bullshit, yeah, it's...
Okay.
No,
I rolled it.
not advantage. It's just inside muscle for you, so...
If you are using your bear special skill or doing something related to your roll 2d6 and pick the lowest.
Oh,
it is
thank you for
advantage.
being able to read that page that I kind of glanced over.
Okay, yeah, I rolled a 6 and a 2, so that one of those is lower.
Yep.
Carnage should give him a bonus as well.
That's it. That's what I'm talking about. Or I guess the muscle would also. So I murder them. They're dead.
You find.
It's okay.
Unfortunately, the security cameras were turned off because the hacker. Go ahead. Hacker, roll hacking.
That's what I'm doing. Hacker's not doing so well.
Is that another 6?
Yep.
Uh-oh. You're going to need like a flashback or something here in a second.
All right, so one more in bear and one more out of...
You're going to need to buy some honey, or no, you're going to need to have a flashback, Mr. Bernard, or 2.
One more and you go full bear.
Yeah. They caught you on camera, but what are they going to do? You're wearing hats. They're perfect disguises.
I mauled the camera too, just to be safe.
You find yourself at the factory. Across the street is a conveniently placed Motel 6. And he wasn't lying when he said there was increased security. There's the Motel 6, the highway, a moat, and then the factory. Also, I'd like thief to roll thief.
And in my flashback, I remember saying to the rest of the group, I will go along with all of these plans as long as we do not have to stay at a Motel 6. Current time. God damn it.
How'd you roll, thief? 2, so you succeeded. Yes? You recognize the new security. They have advanced weapons, tactical armor. You've seen them once before, on your stint in Afghanistan. Why would this random factory in Pennsylvania hire Blackwater? You're muted.
This is feeling more and more like a setup.
You find yourselves in your room, setting a plan. Go.
I have seen the security once before. It is unpleasant.
My plans generally involve me tearing someone to pieces. That's generally the end of the plan.
I like his plan, but tell me more. What do you mean by unpleasant?
They have weapons. They have heightened security. I have seen it only once before when I was in the army. I would rather not talk about it. It will be difficult to get by. We will need a superior hacker to take down their system.
Where will you find
You
him?
know
The
what
good thing. Go ahead. Sorry.
With the luck I've been having so far, I think I need to freshen up a little bit. Feeling a little like my blood sugar is a bit low. I'm not being able to think quite steadily right now, so I think I need to get myself a little sugary snack.
Won't a sugary snack make you more bear-like and less hacker-like?
It will. It will, in fact. He needs to have a flashback.
Out if it's not honey, if it's just something from that there vending machine over there. And
How
he
about
steals
this
it in a very criminal-like fashion, and it goes
cold
off without a
shower?
hitch.
Oh, what was that?
Yeah, that would be bad if I did that.
Perhaps you could take a cold shower and think about your life. What brought you to this place? Or go
Have you
rob
been rolling advantage on your... Sorry, have you been rolling twice on the stuff that's specifically related to your job? Because you're supposed to do that.
Me? No.
Your job is the hacker. You roll twice on those things.
All right. I'll remember that next time.
Are you doing a flashback, Bernard?
Yeah, I need to do one because otherwise,
Do you go to the vending machine or the shower?
I think I need to go to the vending machine.
Going to the vending machine. What buttons do you hit? What are you trying to get out of it?
Well, I'm looking at the vending machine because I'm actually kind of parched,
Uh-huh.
and I see a very familiar can. It's red in color with white swirls, and it makes me think of being a young cub and playing in the snow with my mother. She rolls a bottle towards me. I think it was Christmas time. And I just remember having much love for my mother and sharing that cola with me.
Ho, ho, ho. Looking good there, Miss Bear. Flashback to where we are now.
Whoa.
I enjoy my cola.
Nondescript cola.
I can't quite get the tab open though. My claws are a little too big, so I'm fumbling with
Not
it.
tab, Coke. Sorry. Okay. Yes, you may put a point back into hacker. So, you're all in preparing for what's up next. What is your plan?
First and foremost, I think we need one.
Mighty perceptive of you there.
Now, can either may have to do a combination of several plans, and then they'll all have to somehow come together to one unified, cohesive plan. And everything's gonna have to be all go off all at the right time. We're gonna need some of that security taken down. Anything automated. That's you, Bernard.
Keep in mind you're incompetent.
Yeah, I realize it's something I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to check in, see if I can get in the security system with the technical know-how that I have.
I love everything you're doing here, Phil. Just keep in mind you can't get too highbrow. No, you're doing exactly what the face would do. You're doing exactly what the face would do. You're doing a great job.
Now me, I've had some experience with these gun runner types. Had a bit of history back in Cali. Now, blew up in my face then, but I'm sure this time I will not be banned from an entire state again. The forest fires, they were an issue. I get it. Mistakes were made, lessons were learned. Smokey was pissed.
John Travolta accepts your apology.
Now, but these folks who you say are they're ex-military, and those are my people. Think maybe through that connection I can get us by some of them. But any of that goes wrong, might need to put the screws to some people. Might need to put the boots to a medium style, and that's where you come in there, Vlad.
Oh, I am always ready.
And anywhere that looks like there's something unexpected, something we can't get by. Cole Lance or Colagna, whatever. You French panda. Gonna need you to go in there and anticipate what's going on. Gonna have to.
Perhaps this is the appropriate time to tell you all this is my first mission.
Oh shit.
That's fine. That's fine. It's your first. It's your first mission. It's going to be my first successful mission.
Oh shit.
A lot of firsts happening here.
We're gonna.
Hopefully,
We're gonna
somewhere
make it
along the
happen.
line, Patrick will roll his first successful roll. That's just a hard no. Hard no over there.
Nope, not gonna happen.
All right. Because I'm going to be nice to you, you get the idea that perhaps some scouting to understand what it looks like should be done. Maybe by somebody stealthy.
That was the idea I had, voice in my head.
That would be you, rookie.
You got this, fresh cut.
I suppose I will go. Though I have to make it known that I don't like to work.
Okay, now you're being offensive.
Because pandas are lazy.
Yes, pandas are lazy.
Oh, I thought you were saying the French were lazy. I thought you were saying the French were lazy. That's where I was going with that.
On the French,
Pandas
too.
do nothing. They sit around, they eat their bamboo, and then they live off of this one thing that keeps them alive that is slowly dying out. And then when they get scared, they abort their unborn fetuses. Just out there. Because pandas are fucking stupid.
You get a job, you lazy bastard panda.
I hate pandas.
All right. Well, baby pandas are cute, and you're basically a baby panda.
There went all of our panda viewers. Thanks a lot.
I apologize to any panda lovers out there, but seriously.
In seconds, I'm waiting for a pandas make beautiful lovers. Fucking. All right. So, what is your plan for getting reconnaissance? Which you should do as part of a
Plan.
plan. Just, I'm going to help you out here. As part of a plan. Y'all forget what mission statements and plans are. You get them real confused. And I'm just trying to...
I will. We are still at the Motel 6. Da?
Yes.
I will find the manager and have a heart-to-heart with him. Wherein, if he doesn't tell me everything he knows about the factory, I break his fucking legs.
How are we playing this, by the way? in terms of communication.
Figure it out.
Oh. Yes, maybe it's just a bear growling at him. I don't know. Look, the bear owns a fucking gay nightclub in Paris. All right, so I assume
You're able to talk a little. Yes, you're able to communicate in a rudimentary manner.
I am a hired muscle anyway.
I don't need. First off, Laura, I don't really need you posting your fucking anti-panda propaganda in chat. The Newsmax link enough is quite too much.
Maximum news.
All right, you
You
know
are
what?
still
You know
muted.
what? They're slick.
You and Patrick are always muted.
You know what? They're slick. Getting some, having a nice chat with the manager ain't a bad idea. We'll go
You're
there.
welcome to come with.
I'll do the talking. You do the
Leg breaking.
I'm gonna have to fast track
That,
this, aren't I?
I was looking for the word of the thing that you break on them.
I'm trying to give you an out here, Mike, to give us a hint.
Okay, I'm gonna fast track this. You do reconnaissance.
Okay.
And if you need a flashback later, we'll flash back to you doing the plan, whatever the plan is. Okay, we'll flash back to that. Sounds good? So you got time. I've given you time. You have decided as a group the best way in is the front gate. You have collected, by means of severe violence, a truck that has allowed him through those gates.
See, I was just waiting on our spy lady to do the recon. We'll do flashbacks to it. That's good.
We're taking the truck.
Do your recon right now, Panda Lady. Roll for it. And I could give you an idea of the compound.
I failed both. I rolled 5s.
Well, go ahead and put a point from criminal into bear. And
You gotta learn to lie better, lady.
She was right. The recon, it's looking more and more like Baguette set you up. The fences aren't just at least 6 feet tall. In some places, they're 7.
Son of a bitch.
Holy shit, we got good at measuring things.
Don't break fourth wall.
Listen, I will break any goddamn wall I please, Vlad. Like I know you're a tough guy and everything, but
they lower the drawbridge. Sonny, it's established that Cologne's the only one who can drive, but Sonny's sitting in the front. Vlad and Bernard are hiding in the back of this truck. It's a frozen truck, so Bernard feels great. And the honey badger that is generally from very warm temperatures is not. The
Feel cold for some reason.
except for this one, who's from
Do not
fucking
understand.
Russia.
he's from that there warm part of Russia,
All right, Cologne.
whatever that is.
Cologne pulls up to the security office.
What is it, Vladstock?
Yes. Cologne pulls up to the security office. Face and Cologne, go. Yeah, I don't have your truck scheduled right now.
Hey,
Go ahead and roll criminal, I guess. It's facing, so this, oh, he rolled a 1! You noticed from the greaser haircut and the leather jacket that there's one specific Blackwater security agent is wearing. And he's a big Arthur Fonzarelli fan. He goes, "Hey!" and smashes the console next to him with his fist. The gate's open. Clone,
as we go by, I go, "What the fuck just happened?"
Don't worry about it. Like I said, I got away with these folks.
Clone, I would like you to roll bear. No, let's roll thief to find out where to park the truck without having any reconnaissance done on the interior of this location. Before you roll that, you remember your driving lessons that Baguette helped you with. Go.
So I put my paw here, and then I just it goes forward. This is too hard. I don't want to. Can't I just roll down a slide?
You sure can! Do whatever you feel like!
That was Baguette.
You made fun of my French before, now we're leaning into the curve.
Bugger's not French.
This is how she knows. This is how she knows. That was Skitties, that was offensive to my people.
That was offensive to everybody's people.
I don't want to keep doing these driving lessons. I just want to rely on the fact that I'm very cute and people will transport me places for pleasure.
Well, you can't live your whole life on that. You at some point have to work for yourself. I know. I'm from Paris. Okay, cut. Modern day.
And Paris, Texas must be a fucked up place.
Barris. Fuck you, Sketty.
I'm from Paris.
I appreciate you.
So that way I succeed with a 3.
Yay! You find that the back building near the silos, the bottom half of it is a parking garage. Clearly, that's where you should park. There's also a loading dock right near the bottom with a refrigerator truck. Why would you not park there?
I'm going to put out into the universe that I think we should park next to the loading dock as opposed to the parking garage. 1, it is closer to where things are loaded and unloaded. And 2, less walking.
Okay.
She parks the car. Immediately, people go to unload the truck. You hear jiggling on the gate outside. Bernard and Vlad.
This is your cue, boys. Fuck them up.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
This will be muscle for Vlad and bear for Bernard.
I imagine right now that
Or Bernard, do you choose? I'm sorry. Go ahead. I apologize.
I imagine right now that Vlad is hanging on the back window of this truck like the Garfield things that people used to stick to the back of cars.
You guys said that about Fuzzy Nuts too.
It's
Yeah.
a character trait you have, man.
There's
Patrick, you're
something.
muted.
There's something about your dumb face.
It just really seems
could
like
be
you
it.
cling well to a back windshield.
I see. Thanks, guys. I rolled a 5 and a 3, so I'm good.
Bernard, my question for you was: would you choose violence?
Would I choose violence?
Yeah. Or are you above it as the clear intellectual, as a hacker?
No, he's not above it. I mean, he's a big guy. He's been called upon many times to have to be physical.
Okay.
I don't know that he'd up and up kill someone, but he'd sure knock the shit out of somebody.
All right.
Around these parts, we don't choose violence. Violence chose us.
Bernard, is that one your bear roll?
That is my bear roll.
Okay. And Vlad. I heard you, Phil. I heard you. Vlad, what was your muscle roll? Vlad? Morgan, you're Vlad.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I rolled a 3 for my lower one.
Is that good or bad?
Yeah, well, I'm still at 3
Okay.
for both of mine.
Sounds good. Jesus
I'm
fucking
sorry.
Christ. Just watching him text
I'm sorry.
cross-eyed as he's fucking I'm just gonna make your whole camera that Trilby here in a minute. The G diffuser. What the fuck's a G?
So yeah, as soon as they opened the doors, I would fly out like a fucking face hugger from Aliens and just start murdering people.
And Bernard, what are your actions?
Mine's kind of like a whirlwind type thing. Like his arms just come out, just kind of like doing. I mean, he's not a skilled fighter in any way, shape, or form. He's just a big guy.
But he is 500 pounds of pure anger.
Right. So basically, he's just trying to knock things over. Is what he's doing.
You do a great job. You both. My God, the amount of underpaid hillbilly Pennsylvanian workers that you two killed. Good for you.
Knew what they were getting into when they signed up.
Back outside. What are you two doing as they spring into action, and you can hear clear gore and mayhem happening behind you?
I burned down a cigarette and watch.
You can't because it's bucked right up against the. Do you know what a loading dock looks like?
Fine. Well, their patchwork found us a way in.
Pennsyltuckians don't count as people, do they? I don't know if we could say that, Sketties. I don't know.
Lots of bears, they don't.
Laura, Cologne, what do you do while they're murdering inside?
I wait until the sounds have stopped and smoke a cigarette. And no, I roll up a small piece of bamboo and I just chew on it.
Say hello.
Hi,
Hello
Lincoln.
again.
Hey there, little fresh cut. How you doing?
Lincoln
Say
is our
hello.
newest member of the group, and he is
Miss
the
Laura's
most
there.
useful.
Say, son, how'd you like to be an honorary member of the Bears chapter of Hell's Angels?
I don't like anything you just said to him.
He's a grown man. It's his choice.
Lincoln.
All right, say good night. Say bye-bye.
Good night, Lincoln.
You say bye-bye?
He wishes bye-bye on Amber.
Oh, okay. Okay. I love you, sweetheart.
Got Nancy here.
You get some sleep, okay? I love you so much.
Bernard, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
As I rip
Bernard.
one of the people's throats out. Do you feel like we are perhaps doing more than the rest of the team?
I mean, visually, yeah. I mean, people are noticing what we're doing, that's for sure.
Bernard, as you say this, you see off to your right-hand side in the office section a clear sign for security and moat control.
Hey, look at this. Security, moat control.
That is why you are the brains.
Yeah. You know, thinking back to our planning stage of this whole thing,
Okay, flashback.
I wonder if there's a office for security and remote control. Probably try to find one of those and see if we can get into it. What do you think, Vlad?
Oh, you could hack it, maybe.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, that seems like your wheelhouse.
Get in there and mess around with that. Hope we run across something like that.
Me too. That would be real convenient. Perhaps when we're at a spot where we are kind of out of ideas of what to do.
It'll probably, you know what'll happen? It'll probably be after we beat up some things.
You know what's crazy? We're a bunch of talking fucking bears. What's happening here?
Oh, I mean, we can understand each other. I've often wondered what other people hear when we're talking to each other.
Hey.
You also notice that there is a security door alongside the entrance from the loading dock. It's the only nearby way you can see to get in your compatriots from outside. There's a keypad, and it is clearly locked.
Bernard, do you think you can open that door? I will go clear the security room, make sure there is no one to interfere with you.
I might be able to take a look at this here. Trying to figure out the best way to figure out this combination here.
As I run off to go murder.
Okay.
Where did Vlad go?
I do imagine him moving like the facehuggers, though, where he just like flies across the room.
Have you rolled hacking, Bernard?
I have not rolled it yet.
Please roll hacking to open the door.
Well,
One.
I don't want to re-roll again because I would take that one.
Both of you outside hear a beep, boop, 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 beep. The door flies open. You see Bernard looking very smug.
Look what I did.
Well done.
Right there. I opened that up.
He's also
Shit, Snacks, it worked. It's open.
He's also mostly covered in viscera.
All right,
That
when they
wasn't
get
from
back
me.
in, punch it. Or wait. No, don't punch it. You gotta blend in.
No, that's not from me.
All right. With Cologne and Sunny inside. Sunny, where would you like to go? Towards the work area, the warehouse, or the offices? Where do you believe you will do the most good?
To the work area, warehouses, or the what?
Offices.
Offices. Not nice and easy there, Kalagna. Gotta keep blending in. I think you got in here with your while you were sneaking around, right? You know everything about this place. You forget to do that part.
I didn't sneak in. If I snuck in, what was the point of this entire mission be? If I were already in here, I just saw the outside.
Right. That makes sense. Damn, I really hope somebody was going to bail me out here.
Phil, you're real good at being incompetent.
Trying real hard. Well, could go to the from what the baguette told us. There's just a couple places to check out in here. I say we just go to the closest building.
You're inside.
Process elimination. That's got to work, right?
You're in a building. You're currently in a building.
I know, but the closest building of those three.
It's all building. Cologne, would you like to add something to this?
Oh, sorry. Okay, we're in. Okay, so let's go to the closest room.
Come, Sunny. Welcome to the building. We'll go inside, yes?
You're already inside. You are inside the loading dock.
Uh-huh.
Let's say there's a series of signs that say offices that way, warehouse that way,
We killed Morgan.
manufacturing that way. So where the fuck do you idiots
This is
wanna
the
go?
least amount of give a fuck I think we've ever had.
If I could take the brain cells being used right now and rub them together, I could not start a fire.
I'm on my phone. Phil's character is incompetent. Laura refuses to do anything because she hates fucking pandas.
I am in character. A panda would not do this.
And Patrick's trying, but he can't roll for shit.
Well, fucking shit snakes.
Personally-
All right, the offices are to the left on this thing.
To your right
everything's
upon
left.
entering.
I think that's left. Let's everything applies to the left. Let's go left.
I would toss out. It is yes, it is my first mission, but if we are here for the honey, are we not wanting to go to manufacturing, where they make and produce and box up the honey?
That's right. I was testing you. We'll go to manufacturing. That's what. Why can I read English?
While they're looking for manufacturing, I'm looking for any type of security system that I may have to take a look at.
Sketty says, I'm pretty sure you can't rub any amount of brain cells together and start a fire, but I'm just a medical laboratory scientist and I don't know shit about fuck.
Just to move this along, Patrick, I did go
Bar
murder
says,
everybody
what
in
if
the
they're-
security room. So you can go there if you're looking for a place to go.
So I just follow the blood trail is what I'm going to do
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Bar says, what if they're like fossil brain cells? Thank you.
Yeah, I think if you rub two rocks together, they may start a fire.
You don't know fossil brain cells don't turn into petroleum, Sketties? You... Yes. First off, Vlad, roll muscle.
Oh.
Upon arriving at the security office, you find two young men by the name of Keith and Kevin. Two of the least attractive names in the English language.
That's my middle name, so fuck you. Thanks.
I stand by my statement.
My middle name is Keith Kevin.
My
So okay. When I walk, just to make this more interesting, when I walk up to them, what is their reaction?
Well, they're Blackwater, so immediately they see that you're you don't look immediately like them, so they draw guns on you.
Oh, hold on. I am part of New Bear Corps in Blackwater.
I would like to say the honey badgers aren't bears.
I am part of. I am a bear. Fuck you, voice in my head.
They're a version of raccoon, but yes.
Incidentally, so is the panda.
It's true. That one doesn't eat honey at all. Are you going to tell that to a honey badger that thinks it's a bear? No. In real life? Hell no.
I am part of New Mustelidae group. Because apparently I'm not bear enough for some fucking people.
You were bare enough at the Bears Den, though.
Yeah, you were. Do you need a flashback? Because this is a great time for a flashback.
No, I'm talking to them. What
Okay.
do they do?
Well, they drew guns already.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and roll criminal. No advantage.
Six.
That's a no. They open fire.
Okay. Can I try to dodge, or am I just dead?
That's bear.
Okay.
Well, now you have an extra point in bear, though.
Yes. Would that be? No, it's not carnage, probably. Damn it! Shit. 6.
All right, Bernard. As you approach the security room, you find Vlad with a couple of bullet holes in him outside of the security room. There is a constant stream with intermediate reloads of gunfire flying from the windows. Luckily, the walls are apparently completely bulletproof.
That's what happens when you send a honey badger in to do a bear's job.
What the fuck are? Fuck you! I'm bleeding. So I'm back to 3 and 3, right, Mike?
Sure.
'Cause I failed both of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I look around my surroundings there. I see him bleeding. Is there anything around? First aid kit stuck to the wall? Anything like that?
There is
A bathroom close by.
There's a bathroom close by. It is unisex because they refuse to pay. They're claiming it's for equality, but they just refuse to pay for a larger bathroom. And there's also a out-of-date fire extinguisher.
In the meantime, these other two yahoos, they're reloading. Is that what's going on?
They are Blackwater, so they are firing until the clip is gone at nothing, and then reloading very slowly
All right.
because they didn't do very well in actual military.
Well, I'm going to grab the
Yes.
fire hydrant or the
Shitting
fire
on Blackwater.
extinguisher.
How brave of me.
I'm going to grab the fire extinguisher and rush towards them and try to bash them.
It's Bear.
Yeah, I'm gonna fail this miserably. Is what's gonna happen.
Rolled a lot of
Feels
ones.
hydrated.
But I'm gonna try. Nope. Nope. I failed.
As you round the corner with the extinguisher in the air and take 2 bullets in the chest, you go back around the corner.
You know what, Vlad? That was really fucking stupid.
Oh, well, clearly your superior bear intellect can figure out the solution to this. I say as I look around for a air vent.
I gotta pee. We're gonna
I
cut.
have an idea though.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Where the fuck did you come from?
We're gonna do a cut to the other 2, but yes, if you're there, you're there. But yes, you guys figure it out. I gotta go to the bathroom.
I want to enter this.
Kind of hoping to intimidate him a little bit.
We were on our way to the not the warehouse, the manufacturing floor. Was that right?
Mm-hmm.
You two were.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to the security office.
Yeah, we're at the security office. You were heading to the manufacturing floor.
All right, so I already know because I advised this whole plan, but testing you here. What did I say the plan was for when we got to the security floor? That's very helpful.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling it today. I'm trying really hard. I'm not.
Shit, improv's hard. It's real hard. And just like thinking so hard about comedicals. It's like it's hard to like get a good mental picture where we are. Trying to get those mind images in there, it just confuses me. Having like one of those like headaches with pictures, you know.
You mean an idea?
There it is. Yep.
I guess I didn't realize that the four of us weren't all together.
I mean, fuck it. Who cares? If you want
I didn't think we were going to get split up by going into the loading dock either. But
well, I mean, shit. That's. I mean, if you guys are with us, then you're with us. It's fine. I doubt Mike cares.
Because I was just gonna walk into this firefight, take my beret off, and lay on the ground and roll around like a cute panda does. And I'm endangered.
What's happening?
that would be hilarious. But we did already establish in canon that we split up.
Oh my god, Laura.
Nope, Laura's there. Cologne's there. Go.
No. I hear the gunshots.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good. That's good. We double back.
I hear the gunshots and immediately think, "Oh no, my friend! I need to go save them." And so I walk speedily, as quickly as my panda self will walk.
Mm-hmm.
And I see these men attempting to shoot at my friends. So I take off my beret and walk forward, lie on the ground and present myself and roll and just go, "I'm endangered. You can't shoot me. I'm endangered."
Roll bear.
This is the amount of hatred for panda bears.
We can say that this is something that pandas do at advantage.
I rolled a 4.
What you forgot to remember is that it's Blackwater, and they do not care about life.
So three of us have sucking chest wounds right now.
As Cologne rolls out of the room, also bleeding.
Oh, for all kinds of fuck's sake! I run in after, and I just straight up try and maul him.
Roll bear.
3.
You maul appropriately, sir.
I really wanted all of us to have bullet wounds.
God fucking damn it, this is Sacramento all over again. The fuck are you guys doing?
Bleeding mostly.
Get the fuck up and stop it.
Owing to my life of being in the Russian bear mafia, do I know how to stop a bullet wound?
Roll criminal. For anybody wondering what the pounding is in the background, I think my wife is pounding chicken breast.
I do not know how to stop a bullet wound. Oh, my fucking dice. Jesus Christ.
You you were all in the security room. You have seen that they have tripped the emergency silent alarm while they were in there killing you. Bernard, thoughts?
Well, my thoughts is maybe I should have gone and deactivated all of that stuff prior to any of us doing all that. But somebody got all gung-ho about trying to kill things. But, you know.
Wait, did you in the past deactivate the silent alarm?
No.
Okay.
As part of the plan,
Get that
did you?
going, Bernard? Turn that thing off. I'll get on the comms and see if I can get him to back off.
Okay, Bernard, turn off the silent alarm. Roll hacking.
Okay, I'm going to go turn off the silent alarms. What
Roll
I can
hacking.
do.
Roll hacking. What the two? You got two things, shithead. What do you mean? No, roll bear. The
There.
Okay. Yes, he turns off the silent alarm. Over the intercom system, you hear, "Hey, what's happening down there?"
I'm endangered.
That's not French.
I'm giving up.
Hey, no, nothing to worry about here, young bloods. There is just a little bit of weapons malfunction. Everything's fine. We're all fine here. It's going. How are you?
What the shit?
And
Oh shit, it's huge. Never mind. I couldn't figure
Yeah.
out.
What is
I
this?
couldn't figure out what I was looking at for a second. I'm like, what the shit?
It's the sun come to Earth.
Well, I
Kill us
didn't
all for
resize these
offense,
before
right?
I started because I didn't know what hats everyone would have. So I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking do it before we even know. But since Laura isn't using it, this is the one I want Laura to have. Let me.
Put the crown on my panda.
I will put the crown on your head.
I guess
It's got a little heart on it too.
So I'm rolling face for my intercom speech.
Don't put it on me.
Advantage. So I had advantage, but not entirely surprisingly, that speech I gave, I got a 4 for, and my criminal's sitting at 2.
Okay. Did you win?
That'd be a no.
So put one into bear.
After that happens, I maul the intercom. And say that was a boring conversation anyway. There you go, Phil.
All right.
Well, cowpokes, we're gonna have company.
That's exactly what I was going for, Bars. Thank you. You. So you're all in the security room. The silent alarms are off, but it's very clear you're about to be in trouble. What do you do?
Where is the self-destruct button for this factory? Remember in our plans we saw that there was a self-destruct button?
Who specifically needs to remember in their plans that there's a self-destruct button?
I'm gonna say Sonny.
I probably need to know.
Okay, Sonny. Let's go ahead and flashback.
I could use the knowledge as well.
Okay, anybody who needs to do this flashback, let's get in this flashback. Let's do
Okay,
it. Here,
yes,
I
me
opened the
too.
portal to a flashback. Get in if you need it.
Kind of seems like we need to have a little powwow here, a little group flashback.
It would sure be great if there was some way for us to just blow up the whole factory. Maybe by pushing a button or something. Anybody have any plans conveniently?
Listen, I'm fourscore against any kind of self-destruct button. We are here to make it out with this payload. We'll be fine. Everything's going to go off without a hitch. We're going to get away with the goods and accomplish all our mission, and then we can blow the place to high shits.
Okay, I sure hope we don't all get shot.
Do you remember you were hired to take over this place?
Fucking. Fucking non-French bear.
How dare you? You don't get to define what's French and what isn't.
We was hired for a specific thing, and that was something about taking this place and giving it overalls. Anyway, we're not leaving without gag damn honey.
Okay. Where is honey located then?
Well, according to this schematic, I can't read it, so somebody tell me.
Cologne, you could probably read it.
I will try to read it with my thief skills of reading schematics.
Oh god, a skill check and a flashback. This is getting real meta.
This skillception.
I rolled a 3, so that would count.
Okay. Yes, there. You would know that it is was directly in front of you into manufacturing upon entering the loading dock.
Straight ahead. I remember. It is incredible that I remember this thing from yesterday. Straight ahead.
What happened to your beret?
Just in case things were to go to high hell, they're not going to. Everything's going to go fine. Where would things like, I don't know, the self-destruct button be? I don't feel like anybody's brought that up yet. That's something y'all should be thinking about.
There is no self-destruct button. This isn't a fucking Bond villain. Hideout.
You're talking about people getting shot. We're not.
All right, fine.
We're
Let's go
bears.
get the
Nobody
honey.
shoots bears. Now, but if that were to happen, where would we find something to patch ourselves up?
You mean like a med tent? A first aid kit? The general.
Yeah, of course, that's what I meant.
Reasonably, wouldn't there be a first aid kit in the security room?
In security.
Yes, there's this first aid kit in the security room.
Along
Okay.
the walls of manufacturing.
Yes,
Many
also that.
hurt themselves on the line.
I would like to treat myself.
Well, we're not out of this flashback yet, Sonny.
No, you're already
Wait,
out.
I'm sorry.
You're already out. You're out of the
Now we're
flashback.
out of the flashback.
You're out of the
Okay.
flashback. You've been out of the flashback. It was always out of the flashback. You were never in the flashback.
Have
Alright.
you considered
Okay,
medicating?
the voice in my head's confusing me. Is it confusing any of the rest of y'all?
Once I stop bleeding, I would like to pick up the 2 rifles and dual wield them, like I am Rambo or something.
Unfortunately, you are both too small and too large to use any weapons of firearm.
Oh, I'm sorry.
ability.
I guess I'm not a bear, and I don't have opposable thumbs. I guess, huh?
You don't
Okay.
have either. Yeah, you're not. Yeah, that both of those things are true.
Racist.
You said
What
2
if, like,
things that were
2 of
true.
us-
I would also like to say the sky is blue. That's a third thing that's true.
What if, and hear me out here, 2 of us used our paws in conjunction to hold the rifle and squeeze the trigger?
No, fuck yourselves.
It is too much work. I don't want to do it. Can we go to manufacturing now?
Sure.
Did everybody get patched up? All you idiots who got yourself shot?
Yes, you all have Band-Aids. They're Hello Kitty. It's great.
Oh, awesome.
You head to
All right.
manufacturing.
Yep.
You can't really tell what everything does upon immediately entering, but you know that there's 3 different, seemingly identical manufacturing circuits, and they're all in a U shape.
So they look like bears. They're in like a bear shape, like the constellation Ursa Minor.
They're in a U shape.
Yeah, like us.
Well, not me, apparently.
I know where you live. And I know where your gas intake line is.
Would you say that this manufacturing room has conveyor belts?
Yes. Many of them.
Just on instinct, I crawl up onto the conveyor belt and I lay down.
You may die in this room.
On instinct, I commit suicide.
And then I want to I'm gonna use my couch behind me as an example of what I'm doing on this conveyor belt. Because it's a moving thing, and I'm a panda, and this is what panda do. Where she's just gonna crawl up and go.
What the fuck is she doing? What is happening?
I think she fell off and then her dog attacked her.
She fell off the conveyor belt.
Pandying real hard.
Is Laura,
Laura, are you on drugs?
Is Laura drunk? What the fuck is happening?
And I did hear that bamboo kind of. Or am I thinking of eucalyptus?
I can't fucking breathe. All right, we need pinkies in chat for whatever Laura's going through right now.
All right. Let's get them pinkies, man.
Pinkies, Bernard. Bernard.
I'm just trying to provide bars with good meme content.
Do it for the memes. All right.
Listen, folks, we get knocked down, but we get back up again.
How dare you? Shut up.
I think she was just pandering for laughs.
Yeah.
That one I actually kind of like. That one I like. I also like the utter pandemonium that she caused with the whole thing she did in the background there.
Yep.
Bernard, did you go with them into manufacturing, or did you stay in security?
I stayed in security.
Okay. So you have view of all the security cameras of the installation. I would like you to roll criminal, not hacker. So you don't get to double it up.
3. And now.
I saw it on your face, Philip.
3, you got it. You notice that there is a set of offices, and you can see it in the background, that sort of stepped third and fourth floor in the background there of the main building. There are no cameras to. None whatsoever. Based on what's directly below it, it's offices, if you had to guess. But there are no cameras there. Over. You guys walk into manufacturing. What do you do? The other 3. Well, other than
we watched the panda.
Cologne getting on the main.
Now, what in the actual fuck are you doing?
It's like a slide. Whee!
The upshot is the panda doesn't fit into the next section of the thing, so she's just now being rolled over and over again at the end of the...
Well, this will be a nice distraction when the guards show up.
Sonny, roll bear.
Roll bear.
Roll bear.
All right. I'll ask what I'm rolling for after the roll.
Scent based. You can for scent based. You can double roll.
Is that even a roll, or is that's just an ability?
No, it's scent based.
Okay, I smell honey. Smell a lot of honey.
In a large tank, in a collection of 4 tanks, you know specifically what tank. In each of the 3 U-shaped manufacturing loops, you would have to guess, based on your sun bear knowledge of such things, it's roughly 400 gallons of honey. Times 3, we're talking 1,200 gallons of honey are in this room.
That's a lot of cheese.
A lot of sweet Colombian honey.
Wee!
And
Get off! I'm trying to pull her off now. Come on, what are you doing?
I don't care about honey. I eat bamboo.
She's roughly 4 times your size, but it's fine. The
fuck all that shit. We're not going to be able to move this. We got to take the whole damn factory. Convince them that it's still running. Have them send more. More!
the greed is setting in. None of you know what he's talking about. Either of you two know what he's talking about.
Okay, I'm apparently failing to get her off the thing.
You can roll muscle to pull the panda.
No, you said I'm too small. It's fine.
You can roll muscle.
I'm not
There's
a
no
bear.
muscle.
I can't use guns. I'm too small.
90% of my size is my fluff.
Oof.
Pull away. I am probably...
90% my ass.
Are you calling me fat?
Yes, I'm calling you fat.
Most women don't get fat. How dare you?
You're literally rolling around like a ball. Come on.
You would like it if you tried it.
Okay. So Sonny comes back to
Anybody
both
will
of us.
roll into a Twinkie. What do you look like? A cream-filled Twinkie.
Oh god, I almost said something. I probably would regret it.
Help me, Tom Cruise.
I'm going to wait until
Oh fuck!
the honey badger gets on the thing, the conveyor
belt.
belt. Try rolling like I am, knowing that he is small enough to go into the next room.
Oh god! Bear
And I
aside.
will roll off right when he is about to crash into me.
Roll
This
thief.
is kind of fun. Oh god, why?
Roll thief.
I rolled 2 3s, which is exactly what I have. So I succeed.
As you tumble into the air dryer,
You're going to come out so fluffy.
normally it's at 220 degrees centigrade, but I'm gonna lower it a little bit. I know that because I watched the How It's Made this afternoon.
Do I come out looking like a fucking fluff ball?
You do. You also, Sonny, he smells of honey. You smell of honey. You are sticky, and you are fluffy. You smell of honey.
I do not
grab
like any of this. You grab me?
How to quit you.
I don't like any of this.
Oh, so sweet.
Bernard. You can see from the cameras that they're locking down the facility and preparing to breach the manufacturing.
Is there any security that I'm noticing with the manufacturing?
Not within manufacturing, no. However, coming from the parking garage and the offices, and from outside the facility itself, it's 3 teams of 3, 9 in total.
Oh, coming in?
Yeah, heavy automatic weapons, light body armor.
Am I able to shut down the lights of every place except the place where my team is going to?
You can try if you roll hacker.
First roll is a 1.
Great job. Yes, you're able to shut off specifically the lights you would like to around the facility for the remainder of your time in this room.
Hopefully that'll slow them down just a little bit. I really have no way to communicate with my team.
No, you do not. You do notice in the top of the room that there is an intercom system. However, you do not have access to it.
Is that a different place?
You would guess so.
Like in an office somewhere where they do their announcements?
Maybe.
All right, I'm going to look around for that.
You're going to go to the offices?
Yep.
Okay. There is a security team of 3 in there, and you were aware of that.
Yes, I am aware of that.
Yes, I am.
Going to bode not so well for me if I decide to just go charging in there. I'm going to go back into the security room, and I'm going to see if I can activate the sprinklers in that other area.
What area?
With my intentions of wetting down all of their rounds.
In the security area?
Yeah.
Okay. No, in the offices, you mean?
Yeah, I want to see if I can set off these sprinklers in the office area from the security area.
You are capable of doing so.
Well, let's see if I do.
Okay.
I say I do.
All right. Yes. You move into the offices with the water on and the lights off.
I'm going to let them get soaked for a little bit because, like I said, I want their rounds to get wet.
More than soaked. It's a step down into the offices, and there's at least 4 feet of water.
I swim.
Perfect for swimming.
I swim. And you know what? That's something a polar bear does really, really well.
I put a mode in. I was trying to help you out, but we can do this too.
Yeah.
I
swim. I assume I can see fairly well, even though it's dark. And I will attempt to take them down one by one.
Roll bear. I will say with advantage.
First roll. Oh, not so good on the first roll. Not so good on the second roll either.
Well, the swimming's great. However, the constant da-da-da-da. You all hear shots. The 3 of you in manufacturing hear shots ring out from the office area.
Oh crap, we're gonna do something about that.
He's still licking the honey badger. Which is not a euphemism, by the way. He's actually doing that.
Stop it!
Sunny, bring the badger.
There's a locked door into offices.
Don't worry. I've got this. And I roll to pick the lock.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
Great job. You picked the lock. The door opens. You find that offices with a step down is under 4 feet of water for no reason whatsoever.
Humans are weird.
They're shooting at the polar bear, who is doing his best while still hiding behind the 2 copiers that he has pushed together to keep himself alive. He is still loudly proclaiming the Jaws theme.
We'll reach the honey badger.
Oh, right. I had him like tucked under my arm like a football.
You have been yeeted, which is a free action.
I fly through the air and I splash into the water because not only is my hair all poofy, it's covered in honey that heated and cooled. So now I'm encased in a honey shell.
Oh, I got rid of most of that for you.
I don't think you did.
He got rid of it in a very specific area. I'll let you decide.
My face. Let's say. So I can see and breathe at least.
A very specific area, lower than your face. Let's just say going to the bear's den was a lot for
Let's say no.
for the guy. Oh,
Since
okay.
it was not consensual for
Nipples.
for the honey badger.
Nipples.
No.
You found yourself in the water. You are now, I guess, glassed outer coating, because you were,
Just kind of bobbing.
well, you were fluffy with like a candy coating, and now you're wet. So I think you turn into a hard candy, like an old person hard candy. You're officially now a submarine. Roll muscle.
Okay.
So he's got like hardened honey armor.
Hardened honey armor. It is not. Somebody add that to D&D.
Hardened honey armor. I don't know what's so hard for that voice.
Laura, I would like hardened honey armor for your campaign. Just hard no? Just hard no? Not even gonna talk about it? I'm gonna find a way to roll around in honey in that campaign, god damn it. I can't hear you.
I'm aware. I was saying ow to myself because I pulled my hair.
Don't be one, you got it? You succeeded? You succeeded?
Yes, my feet are free, so I'm able to paddle around and like a little fucking torpedo, I smash into the guards.
You are a honey badger shaped torpedo. Explain to me what happens.
I don't know. I get hit him.
You just hit him?
Sure. I mean, what else am I gonna do? I'm made of a hard candy shell right now. So
Yes,
I
but
like,
it is now flattened, so you are speed shaped.
like a jet. I shoot out of the water and just crash into one of their heads.
Bernard, you have been saved by the honey badger.
I'm still concerned that this is all getting a little bit sacrilegious.
Get the fuck out of here.
Glad I take back what I said before, and I believe I could, make a argument for having you be an honorary member of the Bear family.
Yeah, I don't need your fucking pity. Anyway, I believe that now my arms are free, so I have a hardened candy shell of armor.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to go. Are there any other ones in the room?
No. You have
Okay.
you have taken care of that.
As I'm kind of floating on the water. Bernard, where are the rest of them?
Where are the rest of them?
Yes. Somehow I know that there are more.
Like, let's go back here. I can show you in the security room. Every room that I've got dark right now.
Okay.
Do you all go with him to the security room? On your Phil? On your way back, through the intercom system that you still don't have access to, you hear, "Hey guys, how you doing? I understand this is an insurgency upon the Golden Crisp facility, but I want you to know that we're gonna kill you in here. And if you really wanna fuck with the devil, you'll come find me."
Where is that man?
Golden Crisp. Why does that sound?
Do a flashback. Person who clearly needs a flashback.
Where have I heard that I am Golden Crisp before?
As Bernard is standing at the snack machine trying to get a snack, you also walk out trying to get a snack, and you see a small cereal box.
That smells a little bit like honey.
Anybody watching?
Familiar with... Wait. I should hold back. I gotta keep a clear mind for the mission. And if those were golden grams, they'd be fucking gone, though.
We're gonna get sued by
this round, you little scrumptious box of goods.
Not if you just let me get rid of it off the stream.
Okay.
Okay, it's gone. By the way, Golden Crisp or Honey Smacks. Everybody involved is out of character.
I just knew them as Smacks. There was honey in that name at one point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Laura? Golden Crisp or Honey Smacks? They're the same thing, but yes.
I don't think I've had either.
What?
Honestly.
Okay.
I really thought we were going to end up at Honey Bunches of Oats.
Morgan?
Or Honey Nut Cheerios.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Both of those suck.
You rotten hell.
I've never actually had... I may have had Smacks at one point in my life, but I've never had Honey Crisp.
It's the same thing. Okay. You are all back at the security room. Go.
All right.
You need to put one from Bear in a criminal, by the way.
I'm moving them right now as I'm talking. I'm bad at doing two things at once.
Okay.
Especially when I have been imbibing large amounts of honey off of squirming badgers. So so here's the sit rep, folks. Back in that manufacturing room, there are three. Something tells me like 400-gallon vats, pure golden honey. So, I'll be honest with y'all, I don't remember exactly what we were here for in the first place, but we are going to take this place over. We are going to, because we ain't going to move that honey. We just got to keep it here. And we got to convince the outside world that this place is still up and running, so they keep bringing more.
So we have to kill that chuckling fuck, right?
Yes. And all his cronies. Going to war. By God, we're going to win.
Okay.
Who has a plan for how we win?
Cologne, Bernard.
Was a plan for what, Sonny?
How we're gonna win? How we're gonna take these jokers out? Now that you turned out the lights and that done fucked with them, I could tell. I like that. I like that ingenuity. I feel like you and me, we're like two minds in the same pod. You know.
I'm sorry. Did you say mimes?
I said minds, like two minds. Same pod.
Look, all I did was take the lights out to slow them down. I don't know where I mean, we can flip it back on. We can, and see where they're at now.
What, y'all ain't nocturnal? Y'all can't see in the dark?
Not on these TV screens, we can't.
Well, why the fuck can't the TV screens work in the dark? God, humans are weird. Right.
I think honey badgers can see in the dark, but yeah, not on TV screens.
All right.
I don't think any of you
turn those lights on for just a little bit. We get their relative positions and we take them out one by one.
So, Landon, turn them on, seeing where they're at, turn them back off.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right.
Serve it.
Since I already hacked into it, do I need to roll again on criminal?
No. You can just simply turn them back on.
I turned the lights back on.
Okay, you turn the lights back on. You see that the other two teams, the one has breached the one that was outside has breached the far end of manufacturing, and then the other one has basically found your truck and is clearing your truck right now, out by the loading dock. That one is pretty close to you. That team.
That they're loading dock. They should be sitting ducks. Can we get them next? What's the dealio with them TVs that don't show nothing?
Well, I'm assuming that's in the it's part of the buildings there that we just don't have access to.
That is probably where our intercom man is.
I was just gonna say that. All right. Well, let's take out his cronies out there in the loading dock real quick. Then those.
Okay, I will take care of that group. You guys take care of other group.
Looking at the screen, do they happen to be wearing night vision goggles?
No.
All right. Well, I flip it to the switch again, and they are in the dark.
Okay.
It's way too high budget.
And I would try to approach that group by going through the air vents. I'm gonna try to drop down on them.
Okay. I would like you to roll criminal to try to go through the air vents.
Yep, that's a 1. And then I'm gonna try to land on one of them, on his face specifically. And as he starts shooting, I'm gonna try to steer him so he shoots his friends.
That would be muscle for sure.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Double 2s. So I got that one.
Great job. Yes, he takes out the group in the loading docks. Do the rest
And
of
then,
you meet him
course, I
there?
kill him.
Well, he was going to go after that group, and then the rest of us are going to take out the other group. Although,
Okay.
Bernard, I think you should sit here and run Overwatch.
A good game.
Pilates, I got a plan. Follow me.
It's only going to do as good as as soon as those other two or that other group is out. Then me sitting here is really doing nobody any good because we can't see into those other parts of the building.
That's a good point. It's a good note. I was testing you. But, okay, so both y'all come with me. We're going to do a little thing called Get Help. All right? Just watch the master. So,
Bernard and Cologne, do you go with him?
Yeah, I got to see how this turns out.
Okay, go ahead.
So I will take them down to the their manufacturing area. Find something to hide behind. All right, y'all lay in wait here. I'm gonna pretend to be one of them. I'm gonna call out for help, and then when they come there, try and help their brother in arms in need. Y'all gonna pounce on 'em. like a tiger or a lion, or
How about I try to pounce on him like a bear?
yeah, like a bear. So I lie down on the ground, like clutch my leg, and I'm like, ow, my leg, I'm still alive, but I need help.
This is to deceive the people, yes?
Yep, doing the face thing.
Okay,
Running that interference.
that's face criminal, so you may roll with advantage, but you need to hit it too.
Mm-hmm. Didn't even need the advantage. I'm a master of deception. There's an awkward silence going on
So
here.
I lay in waiting, hope for these people to come running by. And I continue to lay in waiting for these people to come running by.
Okay. Cologne, what are you doing?
Waiting for the result of what Sonny was doing.
It was a success.
Okay, they don't go running by, but they do start moving forward in an attempt to look at Sonny. Weapons drawn the entire time.
If they're not getting close to us, I look around for something to throw,
Um,
try to distract them in another direction that I may charge them.
you're able to find a set of tools nearby.
All right. I just need something to whiz past them on the other side, try to get a noise going on that side.
Okay, do it.
Then, would that be bear or criminal?
This feels criminal. They're both basically they're the same thing for your stat roll, but yeah.
Well, one I get two.
Well, no, this isn't a hacker
that's-
thing.
Yeah. No, I think I instead attract attention to myself.
You pick up a screwdriver. You have the plan. I'm going to throw it behind them. You throw it. It lands in the lower ceiling than you thought it would be. As it dings off and lands in the shoulder of one of the guards, they start screaming. What?
Then I charge anyway.
Okay. That's Bear.
And that's bear.
Cologne or Sonny, what would you like to do based on that?
I cannot. That was a completely convincing human that I did. I cannot believe they did not come to my aid. These guys are assholes. They deserve to die.
They came to your aid. They were coming to your aid. They were. They just weren't sprinting.
I would. Is there anything I can climb up?
No.
Right. Well, I would run to a spot of somewhat cover to a spot of somewhat cover. Even that's just like a little one of them little bitty beams that's holding up the conveyor belt. I would just be like all ninja like going from cover to cover and then closing in on the closest one and just pounce on them and just kind of get them all mauled all dead like.
I guess that's Bear for Bernard and Senny.
My bear roll was a 3.
My bear roll was a 2.
You both do a great job. Cologne,
So they take out both of these men.
there's 3 of them.
There's 3.
Yeah.
Oh. I was attempting to not to engage physically, for I am, as our dear friend the honey badger would say, I am fat
Frenchie.
and not muscular. But then I have a brilliant idea of I may not be able to punch or bite or scratch, but I know how to do somersaults. And so I roll into the one, attempting to knock him over,
Like Sonic the Hedgehog.
doing a somersault.
One of the funniest things I've ever seen online was when Funhouse talked about the one fat kid from Hook,
Oh,
where he
yeah.
basically did nothing the whole movie except for when the fight sequence happened, and they're like, and then he rolls up in a ball and knocks a bunch of pirates off the stairs. Their whole bit was Steven Spielberg, because that's a Steven Spielberg movie, told a little kid, you'll have very little to do in this movie, except you will roll your chunky butt down a set of stairs.
I don't like it.
What Robin Williams is going to leave you in charge at the end.
Yeah. Steven Spielberg. That feels thief
Oh, hey,
more
Ash.
than bear. Is that bear or that feels thief, right?
Well, okay, so
no, it's panda bear.
usually what a panda does, but also it's like acrobatic, like a thief.
No, I'm gonna go with panda. I've seen
think it's
I've
bear.
seen so many pandas do somersaults on the
What the
internet.
hell is that thing that she is doing? I thought that all pandas knew the kung fu like that one dude in that one movie.
All right, Bernard,
That is racist. I rolled a 1.
all of you succeed. Sonny, we'll start with you. What do you do? Sonny. Phil, your name is Sonny.
I was responding to chat, and I already told you that I went sneakily to thing, pole to pole, and then mauled the shit out of the guy. Do you want me
Okay.
to specifically
Bern-
say which parts I take off
Yes,
first?
I would like you. Okay, no, it doesn't matter. Bernard, go ahead.
When he gets over there, he basically takes both of his big arms up and just slams them right down on the shoulders of the man, ripping both of them off, and he just stands there spurting blood to both sides.
Free Monty Python. Cologne.
When I knock the person over, I then just go pleh on top of them. So I'm essentially pinning them on the ground, but in a more like, and I'm tired. I'm sleep here now. This
Like-
is where I live.
Like Snorlax in Pokemon. Just
And then have a nap, and then fire the missiles.
just chongus over. You're good.
First, I nap.
Sounds great.
And then as I am napping, I sneeze and scare myself awake.
That's very cute. It's very cute of you to do that.
I hate pandas.
I understand that. We've only heard it 14 times. You take them all out. Congratulations. Muscles McGee, what are you doing?
I would be. Would I have an idea of where the closed off section is, based off our previous conversation?
Closed off section. What do you mean?
Where we think the head guy is.
No, I don't think he ever distinctively told you,
but
except if there's a
know
flashback all of a sudden to a situation in
No.
which he did.
We talked about earlier. There was a section of the place that the cameras didn't cover.
Yes,
And
he didn't tell you that. I'm specifically explaining exactly what you're talking about. He didn't tell you that. Bernard's the only one who knows that.
No,
He didn't.
He did tell me that.
Sonny asked a question about why there are
I
blanks.
asked him about them monitors that weren't.
And I said that's probably where the head guy is.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
That was exactly what
And
I was
said those,
thinking.
I said those are areas that I can't see through cameras.
I'm gonna have you roll criminal. Yes, you can sneak through the ducts with criminal, not muscle. Okay.
Okay, so that's just no advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 3. So I got it.
Yes. Okay. You were in it's basically the 4th story, the 3rd floor, but 4th story of this office section. You look down and you see an opulent bedroom, circular waterbed, very nice. Pictures of bees and hives and honeycombs all along the walls. Very sexy. Purples and golds everywhere. You see a singular bear that looks very similar to the front of that cereal box. Standing upright,
Why is he all cartoony?
wearing a blue t-shirt. Looking away from you, you cannot see the front.
Does he look like he has any weapons or anything?
No.
Okay. Does the room have any obvious locks on the door?
Yes. There's multiple locks on the door.
Okay. I will go back to the security room.
Okay. The 3 of you, now that you've accomplished your goals and one of you's taking a nap, what do you do?
Oh, good. You sneezed and now you're awake. All right. Let's get back to security room. Reconvene. And then we're taking out that fucker in charge. Where did
No, Bernard, what did you say?
Said I'm heading to the security room.
Okay.
As we are walking, do we happen to pass by anything that looks like a maintenance room or a storage closet?
There would absolutely be a maintenance center. It wouldn't necessarily be a room, but when you're talking about manufacturing, there's definitely going to be like a tool and repair area, if that's what you're looking
I'm
for.
looking for like a broom or a mop.
Yes.
I don't trust brooms.
Whichever you would prefer.
I will find a mop because we are still traumatized by brooms here.
Thank you.
Only 2 of us.
Appreciate that.
Really anything with a long handle that looks like bamboo, and I'm going to chew on it. I'm not doing anything.
Well, I would like you to roll bear now.
Okay.
We should get advantage with that because it's kind of related to bamboo.
Yes, it is.
It is. I mean, I rolled a 1, so I can't get any better than that on my first one. So
You finally noticed. You finally noticed. Maybe it was the focus on the mission, or your simple apathy as a panda, but all of the piping in this entire facility is made of bamboo.
Okay, boys. I know I was apathetic before and that I didn't really care because this entire mission was about honey and I don't care. But there's a shit ton of bamboo here.
It don't fucking say.
It's like this building was made for me. And the product was made for you. It only confirms that this is an inside job. Baguette knew! Knew our weaknesses!
Do you need a flashback?
No, I don't. I'm 3 and 3.
Damn it.
But I'm leading towards a flashback, so anyone who needs one.
Anybody need a flashback that happens to have been on the phone with Cologne at the time?
I'd say I'm gearing up towards mano-a-mano combat. So
Okay.
I'm being forward and bear.
Okay. Sounds
Living
good.
on the edge.
All right. You're all back in the security room.
No, there's this one time. I will tell you all later.
You're all back in the security room. The four of you are back in the security room. Vlad is able to share with you everything you saw.
He is wearing a blue T-shirt, which was weird for some reason.
But he was a bear.
We're wearing clothes, right? I mean, we never really established this beyond that.
No, you don't wear clothes. You just wear hats.
Why was he wearing a shirt then?
Well, I'll say this. That's pretty fucking weird, but that's not really our concern here. Our concern here is he's a bear running this place. This place is taking precious honey, making it into food for those damn humans. He is a traitor to all bear kind and may be shown no mercy.
Okay. How do we get to him?
I was really hoping you knew that.
I mean, I can get to him, but the events that I went through are all too big for actual bears.
What are you
They're only for fake bears?
What are you trying to say here? Be careful. I'm feeling real fighty right now.
I'm saying you're too big for the vents.
Over the intercom system, you hear, "You've all taken too long. I've now called in my helicopter, and I'll be leaving soon. You'll never know the true secret of this facility."
Okay, I got the plan. You guys go to the door. I will go through the vents and open the door, and then we all kill him. Okay? Right.
Great plane. Great plane. Ready to break.
Unless he's already headed to the roof.
Just go.
Maybe we should just go to the roof and wait for him.
Okay, fine. We can do that too, I guess.
I like to go to the room idea. Have you any of you tried to fight a helicopter? Let's just do his thing.
Okay, I guess votes. Roof or helicopter? Morgan.
Room, because the roof and the helicopter are the same thing.
Room and helicopter. Sonny. Room or helicopter?
Room.
Well, Bernard, you can just go to the helicopter pad. If you'd like.
Suppose we can split up. Collard greens. You coming with us or going with Bernard?
I'm not much in a fight, so
Y'all should come with me so that in case Vlad can't get through the vents and open the door, you can unlock the door with your pick lock.
Speaking of which, I'm going through the vents right now.
Yeah,
and Bernard can wait for the helicopter. This is a good plan in general. Because
basically what I'm trying to find is the one access stairwell to the roof where the helicopter would be landing.
Yes, you would know where that is, as in charge of the security cameras.
My intention is not to fight anybody with the helicopter inside the helicopter, but to catch him as he's trying to get up the stairwell, etc., to the helicopter landing pad.
It's basically a direct access from. There's a small fire escape onto a helipad directly below. You're able to get there.
That's where I am.
Okay, so
And
the
I'm
three of
waiting.
you, Vlad, are you trying to sneak to the door to unlock it?
Is he in the room?
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Sure. I'll try to, I guess, first. Yeah. I don't know. Is that bear or criminal? I guess it doesn't matter.
Criminal.
Nope. Did not do it. He saw me.
What'd you roll?
6.
Well, as you put one paw onto the vent, the grate, and then tumble through, breaking a series of Fabergé eggs and a lamp.
Oh, fuck.
Like real nice lamp or something from IKEA.
IKEA. This place isn't made of money. Like, my God.
You can talk about Fabergé. Okay.
It was still a nice lamp, okay?
They wasted all the money on the Fabergé eggs, okay?
I might not be able to do anything else, but if I can, I'm going to try to spring into action and run for the door and try to unlock it real fast.
Roll bear for that. I gotta pee again.
Okay. I failed, so I should have 4 bear, which I got. Cool. How very Fallout.
All right, so while we got this little break here, I want to talk to y'all about
Jesus.
something. Little slice of home that has a place near and dear to my heart from back home in California. Little old thing called fish people sticks.
I was waiting for it.
You are from California? What?
We'll say they have a plant there. So long years up there in the mountains catching them salmon as they swam upstream to spawn, or after they naturally died right after reproducing. That was the lazy way of doing it. I got real fat doing that. But anyway, the point is, I did not know the joys that fish could be when fish was both people in stick form and number D, battered and fried. Woo, doggy. That there hit the spot. And I recommend fish people sticks to all my family and friends. Or
Have you tried new ranch flavored fish people sticks?
I have to pee.
Now with 30% more carbs.
Sweet Jesus. Now with more MSG.
It's just salt and sugar. That's what MSG is.
Monosodium goodness.
Yep.
Or monosodium goodness. So what's new in the wild word? Oh, okay, he's back. He's back. Okay.
Welcome back.
Hello. Oh, Jesus, what happened?
Other people took it as their cue to pee as well.
Oh, good.
We just been singing the praises of fish people sticks here. They are just a working bear's dream.
Hey, Morgan, can you put your hat back on, please? Thank you. There you go.
You come back home from a long day of doing whatever bear stuff is bear stuff, and you don't to cook after all that hard work. That's just out of the question. Which is why it is great that they make fish people stick microwavable.
Are they?
Best way to eat them, in my opinion.
I thought they were irradiated when they came to you.
What?
I thought they were radiated when they came to you. Do you need to microwave them?
Some people like that double microwave flavor.
Blast the radiation.
How old is your baby? I need to get off Facebook. They don't shoot sparks when you microwave them? Only some. And
Those are the specific sparkler brand one or sparkler flavored ones. Made with bits of real sparkling, real magnesium that your body needs.
Magnesium, what people crave.
I did make my bear roll, by the way, to open up the door.
Great job.
Excuse me, I made my mustelid roll.
Mustelid.
Damn muscle man.
All right. You, because you made all that noise, the door opens. Cologne and Sunny waiting outside. But you can see the bear in question. You just catch the tail end escaping through a door on the far end of the room. Bernard, the helicopter is landing.
I lie in waiting. I'm not there for the helicopter itself. I'm there for the man in the blue shirt.
Okay. Do the three of you chase after the exiting bear?
Yep.
Yes? As you pass through the room, I would like all of you to roll criminal. This does not need... I would like all of you to roll criminal.
Bring up the rear of this running and chasing because I don't run. And I'm breathing very heavily and feel very nauseous.
You went up 3 flights of stairs.
I fail.
Too much bamboo. I failed too.
Did you win, Sonny? All right.
Does a duck with a bone or drag weeds?
I don't know what that means. You pass.
Yes. Shit, yeah.
I don't like it.
What a win.
You, passing through the room, you see that the head of the bear is sitting on a desk.
He's a fake bear.
Fucking imposter. One thing I can't stand is somebody pretending to be something they're not.
Bernard, you are on the far end. You can see the bear exiting, but only the legs, through the bottom part of the helicopter. It is approaching the helicopter.
From the helicopter?
You're on the helicopter's between you and the whatever it is.
I can only see legs on the other side.
Yes.
I see what you're saying. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're but a few feet from the cockpit door, however.
I would like to lunge into the helicopter itself by opening the door and lunging into the cockpit.
Fantastic. The lunge feels like a bear thing.
That is a bear thing.
As you run headlong into the side of the helicopter, almost knocking yourself out. The rest of you round and see that the clear human that was in a bear costume is entering the helicopter some 20 feet away.
Y'all two, do me a favor. Make sure that there honey and bamboo, I guess, gets to future generations. And I charge headlong into that helicopter.
How big is this helicopter?
Pretty big helicopter. Sonny, go ahead and roll bear as you charge. As Sonny runs into the blades of the helicopter. And a cloud of blood and fur spray from the top of it. And half of Sonny falls to the ground. After his very dramatic speech. What did the other two do?
I just look at Kulan and go, let's just go get something to eat. Just walk back down.
Oh my god.
I could use some honey. I'm sure you could use some bamboo.
I have run into a problematic situation, though, that the bamboo makes up all of the plumbing for this building. So if I eat the bamboo, the rooms will smell like shit. And if I eat the bamboo, the inside of the bamboo probably is covered in shit. So it is not good bamboo. It's a waste of bamboo. The resources of bamboo are small.
There's probably some bamboo in a storage shed that they used to make this building or something.
I'll just eat the smokestack. It looks like bamboo.
It is incredibly bamboo all the way up. I don't know why this cereal plant has a smokestack. I didn't think about that until literally you just brought it up right now. Why does the cereal plant have a smokestack?
I'm going to roll my way, because I move faster when I roll, to the smokestack. And in the back of my mind, I am going to think, it will be really difficult to maneuver a helicopter in a mushroom cloud. And I'm going to eat the smokestack.
Do you think there's a nuclear plant in this cereal factory?
No, I just think that it's going to release more into the air to make the vision cloudy and difficult to fly.
You know what? I'll roll for it. There we go. Got a 3. They succeed.
Has he made it to the helicopter yet?
Yeah, he's in the helicopter.
He's in it.
Yeah. What do you want to do, Bernard? You got one last thing. They're trying to take off right now.
I look around to see if there's any chains or anything that I could attach to the base of the helicopter.
Nothing.
Did you not get into the helicopter?
No, I ran smack dab into the side of it and damn near knocked myself out.
No.
I just saw that it says bear dead on Phil's. On Phil's.
I guess one last chance, and that's it. One last try to just open the door.
Uh-huh. Let's go ahead and roll criminal on that.
And try to grab the pilot. A 2 to open the door. And then I guess bear for grabbing the pilot.
Yeah, do it.
1.
Congratulations. You pull the pilot out. What do you do?
Bite his neck.
That's it? You let the helicopter do whatever it's going to do?
Well, I assume it's just going to kind of say, I can't fly a helicopter, so it's not going to do me any good to jump in there and do anything.
That's the thing.
The person we're chasing is inside of the helicopter still. He's the passenger.
Yeah.
Right.
He knows.
But he's not going anywhere without the pilot I just pulled out.
The helicopter lunges forward as the pilot kicks the controls on his way out. It flies forward into the trees across the street next to the Motel 6. It explodes.
Does it take out the Motel 6?
Yeah, sure, why not? There's a propane tank. The Motel 6 is gone.
Bernard smiles. Fucking Motel 6s.
You are now in charge of the plant.
I'm in charge of the plan?
No, the three of you that remain,
Oh.
you were in charge of the plant. What do you do? Just start eating the honey. Just start.
I shall be the CEO of this company. Because we all know that the one in the biggest chair does the least amount of work.
I will be the head of security. And I think the first thing we need to do is maybe mop up some guts that are all around this place.
Not it.
Nose goes.
The CEO does not trifle with such matters.
Shouldn't you let Baguette know that we took over the place?
That bear head that was on the desk, that was clearly a disguise. Does it look like Baguette?
No, it does not.
Ah.
It looks
Then
like Sugar.
I shall-
It looks
What?
like Sugar Bear. It looks like Sugar Bear from the Golden.
I shall call Baguette.
Hello, Cologne.
Baguette, you are really difficult to trust when your voice changes every time I talk to you.
I don't know what you mean.
Just had a bunch of helium.
Are you smoking the helium cigarettes again?
Of course.
We have control of the plant.
And the one in charge?
Exploded in a helicopter accident?
Did you check the body, confirm the kill?
Speedy one. Go check the body. Make sure that he is dead. Sweep the Super 8. Motel 6.
Motel 6.
Can I go after I finish this honey?
Can you rotate Phil's bear so he's laying down?
Yeah, I'll get on it.
That just seems disrespectful at this point.
Which one is he? Which bear is he?
He died a fucking hero.
Sun bear.
What he could do is
Sun
create
bear.
2 instances of the bear and cut it in half.
There we go.
I'll go check the explosion area.
Half the bear I used to be.
I'm not moving it. It's just where it is. It's.
That seems respectful.
You go and check.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll bear for searching.
I'm pretty bare right now. I think I'm at 5 and 1.
What are you looking for there, Morgan?
Survivors.
Hmm.
I got a 3.
There are no survivors. that you can find. However, you find an empty sugar bear costume amongst the wreckage. A working radio nearby. A working radio nearby sparks up as you're standing there. I will have you next time, bears. I will always be there. You may have...
you, Morgan Freeman?
Of course it is me. I will kill your kind.
I'm not actually a bear, apparently.
You will all die.
Alright, well, you have a good one.
See y'all in hell, Morgaines Freeman.
Thank you very much for watching.
Okay, I see it now on stream. I have no idea what the hell you were doing there.
Well,
The bear did have a radio.
I was like, is it blowing up? Was that actually supposed to be Morgan Freeman?
yes.
Oh, okay.
You wanna? Did you miss the part where he's the through line bad guy of all of these?
I don't remember that, actually.
Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with something wildly less interesting. Unless we play Among Us. That'd be fun to do. And then we'll talk to you Sunday. And other stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, Phil's bear's
Thank you,
dead.
everybody involved. Thank you, Mike, for putting this all together. Thank you, everybody, for being so much fun. This was a great time.
It was unbearable.
Wanna
Well,
go
that's
to a gay bar? A gay bar, gay bar.